damn it. Please don't make me have to learn about Bakool Ja Ja. Sorry, y'all. For a moment there was like 2 seconds of Phoenix Wright music with no Final Fantasy music. My apologies. Trying to... Whoops.
Yeah, we're here prosecuting Bakool Ja Ja. Bakool Ja Ja.
Oh man, I'm not a fan. I am not a fan of that guy.
I will press him with my foot and present him with my sword.
Hey there, Jareth.
Hey, it's Jareth.
I'm gonna be...
I haven't seen him for a while.
I know, right? I'm gonna be monitoring sounds and whatnot because realizing that I messed everything up doesn't make me too happy, but yeah, this is what it is. We're gonna be continuing with part 10 of Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. Extra bonus stream. Because I couldn't leave well enough alone and wait until Sunday. But of course I've discovered that there's a possibility that we'll be dealing with learning more about frickin' Bakool Ja Ja, which I have not pronounced his name right, and I don't care to pronounce it correctly. That's how little I care for the guy.
How could you fit 2 assholes in one person? Give them 2 heads.
I'm still sitting over here like, well, it only looks like, I don't know, like, I'm just like, well, it looks like one, but if there's 2 assholes in there, I will be impressed and not in a, and only in a weirdly, I don't know, I just like, really? Just like, I'm gonna start saying random shit, I better shut up. I've already said it.
Well, if he does have 2 buttholes, last stream we put a foot in both of them. Or well, Lamont did at any rate.
Yep. And frankly, I would have been more than happy to follow up after that. But then he had the nerve to run away like a upset toddler. I was like, you freaking Saturday morning cartoon villain nonsense person, man. It's like at least stick by all the ridiculousness you've been doing until now. If all it did was, if all it took to make you do that was to get beat once, I dislike him more than M itself.
Wow, that's a lot.
It is a lot. There better be a darn good reason for having this character in this game. I mean, like, he serves a definite purpose for Lamont's character, yes. But,
oh, yes.
But, as a character by himself in a vacuum, he's my least liked person because, excuse me, at least M itself wasn't a freaking coward. Like, all that, and be a coward on top of it. Like, all of the name-calling, all of the kidnapping, all of the talking about crap in public, all the grandstanding, all of it, to be a crybaby coward. Like, all of it! Like, oh gosh.
It's bullshit!
It is! And at least when Emmett's grandstanding and all that nonsense, he's able to at least come around and rant about whatever it is he's thinking. Bakool Ja Ja, I just want to kick him in the teeth. It's like, if you can't...
Yeah, he's a bully. Emmett Selk was like a Machiavellian villain. Bakool Ja Ja's a bully.
He is, and he's the worst kind.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, bullies, no matter... It's like, oh well, I'm gonna age myself here. I am frickin' 43, okay?
I'm 40, so.
Bullying doesn't stop when you leave high school. And
oh, God,
the way people behave when they bully does not stop when you leave high school. They are able to put a shirt and tie on it and hide it behind certain types of workplace mannerisms, but it's all the same behavior.
Yep.
And it doesn't end, and And it's like, for me, once I don't know, there's something about being 24 and then turning 25 when all of a sudden the dynamics of what you understand about normal human behavior just totally gets flipped on its head. And it just makes sense to you the next morning.
It's like, I was under the impression that adults were supposed to be over this kind of shit, but no. Sometimes they run for president like that.
I've met people everywhere, online, offline, in my job, in chat rooms, everywhere, doing whatever over the stupidest things and deciding to say the stupidest things, do the stupidest things, and they will also be the type to cry if you put them in the wrong situation.
I have heard it said, this is from Penny Arcade, the John Gabriel internet fuckwad theory. And that's normal person plus audience plus total anonymity equals fuckwad.
Yes. I agree. And then you just add people who contribute to it. Like, let's say you get several fuckwads at a click and just... and then,
whole magazine of fuckwads.
And then, like, let's say they meet people who aren't like that, all of a sudden they can't compute why people don't behave like them, and then they really blow a gasket. And they start stepping on toes and pressing buttons, and it's like, why? It's like, you were too old for this when you were 18 years old. Why are you freaking 56 doing this mess?
If we stay on this topic, I'm going to say some heinous shit. I'd rather not do that on stream.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's not your fault.
It's just Bakool
don't want to alienate anybody else is all.
Bakool Ja Ja's behavior toward Wook Lamont, everybody, but especially Wook Lamont, is especially childish, but it also leads to especially deadly actions. And that's kind of what you get when you have a child in an adult body with adult freedoms within society and adult understanding of what they're capable of. And it's a very terrible combination. And that combination, as much as I dislike Bakool Ja Ja, I don't dislike him because he's unrealistic. I dislike him because he is realistic for that type of headspace. And that kind of headspace is infuriatingly dumb.
Absolutely it is. And at the risk of being slightly spoilery, you find out why.
Just like with Emmett Silk, there is not a redemption story that's gonna save this guy, from my opinion.
I get it.
Oh man.
People are so weirdly horny for him too. It's weird to me. Like, I get having an insult kink, but Jesus.
People like it. And when I was young, like, I'll say young as in late teens to mid-20s, there was a certain type of... It exudes a certain type of power and charisma. But once you get past a certain point in your understanding of people and interactions and what that actually means and all of that, for me, it completely lost its appeal.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's not charismatic. It doesn't lead to anything. It's, for me, you know.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, for everybody else, it can mean all kinds of other things. But for Ren on this channel, it means nothing. It proves nothing, and it's grandstanding for the point of being cruel when you could have just done what you were gonna do and be done with it.
It's a combination of immaturity and cruelty, and it does not stand.
And the thing that gets me also is Emmett in particular. He had such great people around him, and although he did absorb some of those things, like, he had feelings, you could see it on his face, you know, in certain things. So it's not like he was this complete brick wall, but he still ran with it, even after having Ifladeus, everybody else around him, and Elpis, sure, forgetting everything, but then gaining it back and still refusing to really budge until you feel, just like, fine, that's you, I get it. But it does it doesn't...
My theory on that... Oh, sorry.
I'm just finishing the sentence, that's all.
Oh, okay, yeah. My theory on that is that he had 10,000 years essentially alone.
Right.
Like he had the Sundered. They didn't think the Sundered were really any good besides being vague minions. He had La Habrea. La Habrea went fucking crazy, and now we know why. And he had what is his name? Why am I farting on his name? Elidibus. But Elidibus forgot most of it because he'd been made a primal, and he was just all he had was his duty. So essentially, you know, the warmth of your past can only keep you warm for so long before it fades.
I feel like he let it. I feel like in the moment that, well, not that's a longer than one instant, right? But in the time period where I'll draw it back to a scene in the game, so that you'll have a mental picture. I would say, like, from the time, game-wise, you know, where they're showing you scenes of stuff. From the time that Hythlodaeus says bye, and he is standing there grokking that.
Yeah.
To me,
probably
that
what broke him, you think?
Yeah, I think that's what broke him.
Yeah. Well, that and the unspoken, which is that Azim had left the 14, you know, under just like as rebellion.
But that was their assumption, you know.
Yeah.
It's just
well,
like,
I mean, that's what he did. He was like, I'm not going to make Zodiark. This is too much murder.
I don't know if he ever said, or he or she. I don't know if Azim ever said anything. I just know that when called, he didn't come, and that was highly unlikely. And everybody's like, well, I guess he don't want to be bothered. Well, fine, screw you, you know.
I wonder if he didn't make a public like display of disagreeing, because he wasn't just like he was exiled from the convocation, and they started calling themselves the Convocation of 13. You don't do that without like a big exit, like a theatric, you know, flipping everyone off as you leave the room exit. And by the way, I love the idea of that.
I don't know if there's a big exit. I think that they assumed that if he didn't answer this, you know, considering the purpose of their posts and what they considered making Zodiark was, you know, basically keeping the whole planet alive. Well, if this guy doesn't want to help keep the planet alive, then screw him. We're just 13 now, because obviously he's abdicated. Yeah. You know, that's kind of how I envision it. You know,
it does. I really wish we weren't just like done with the Azim storyline, because it's always implied that he knew way more than everyone else did.
I think that's just because of the time loop.
Right, but he wasn't part of the time loop. Bear was part of the time loop, but like he ceased to exist at the moment of the Sundering. Mm-hmm. But he knew that his soul would return to the past to help Elidibus with Pandemonium.
And he was told about it. He was told, well, I'm saying he because my character's a he, but we all know. Okay. Yeah. Hey, Universal.
Yeah.
1990s
you and I are both males, so.
Azim was told about their quote unquote familiar by please names.
Hythlodaeus?
No.
Elidibus?
No.
Emmett Cell?
No.
Oh, Vana.
Yes, so...
Durg.
So I don't know how much Azim was told by Vana, but Vana, at the very least, did say that, oh, there's this familiar who comes by and visits, and I've said, you know, that this is your familiar, but we don't actually know, and it looks just like you, kind of, sort of. And so, Vana told Azim that, and told, Cleric, and just mentioned him. We told,
Elidibus?
Thank you. They were both told.
Yeah.
And so I imagine that if they were both told, they were both essentially told, maybe not 100% of the story, but why not, you know? Because it's not like, at the point of Elpis, it's not as if... words, please. It's not as if Vana would have known everything at that point. but Vinal would have known we are from the future. We are trying to solve the final days in the future. We are a piece of... We are somehow connected to Azim in her present. And that's what that Vinal would have known. Oh yeah, and by the way, we're just passing him off as you're familiar, but we all know better. You know, that's the information that would have been able to be passed on.
I have one more point, and then we should probably actually get to playing the game. Now that you mention it, about Venom telling Azim about, you know, his soul piece that came from the future, that makes a lot more sense why he didn't join Hydaelyn. Like, he didn't give his soul to become with Hydaelyn, because he needed it to shatter and be there at the right time to save creation.
Right.
Chats, tell us how you really feel, Ren, in regard to, what is his name? Bakool Ja Ja, and we were talking about people being bully sheiks, or he says, gasp, you've been in chat rooms? Bad, only bad people.
Oh, I miss the chat rooms of the 90s, the chat rooms of the, excuse me, of the aughts going forward, or not ones I wish to recall.
Yeah, I do miss late 90s chat rooms.
Every so often I kind of wander around on IRC and see if people talk.
It's not the same.
Yeah, it's not. Not at all.
My god, it's dark. Alright, so we talk to Wooklamant and get this show on the road.
Yep. We are now done with the accidental Ren and Ramos podcast.
Aggression.
Yeah.
City of Silence.
Alright, ready? I am reading the... Oh, you're on it too, you just said it. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should delete that whole bit we just said.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe put a timestamp for after it and be like, skip it if you want it.
Alright. Don't get too mad. I've been saying the same thing about Emmett since the beginning. Okay. I just had to go off on it again. I can't shut up, sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see, finally in the MOOC, Wooklamant is eager to make progress. Well, we all know what comes next. Let's find that elector.
Two streets seem to converge upon this plaza, so I propose we split our numbers between them. Given Hun Morok's guidance, I also suggest that we err on the side of caution and move throughout the city in pairs. Erenvel can come with me, and Alize can go with Pryal. That leaves Ruya, the boys, to accompany Wooklamant. If these arrangements are to everyone's satisfaction, then may our respective searches prove fruitful. Man.
You're good, you're fine.
Let us away to the city that hates us.
Alright, let me see here.
Oh, do you? Oh, shit. Oh, hi.
I forgot
Bloody Jared says he enjoyed it. He enjoyed our little off-the-cuff debate / commentary.
It's not overlay. Not overlay ain't working.
Did you hit scroll lock at any point? Oh, I was.
No, it's a overlay in Streamlabs. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought of that right after I said that. I was like, oh, that's not what he meant.
So I'm not going to be able to see chat as a result of that.
Well, that's why I'm here.
Okay. We are back, and I swear, this is the first. Or
Ronka.
Yep.
It has a lot of the same vibe, but also Ronka was on another continent entirely in the first, but well,
yeah, I mean that's what makes it a reflection.
Yeah.
But I'm just loving the fact
like
that
the other side.
I'm just yeah, I'll show
Okay. You want to be belligerent Bunawa, and I'll be the Kurt Dompro up the street?
Alright.
Excuse me, sir.
Your words may as well be ambient noise for all the care this citizen pays you. Wow.
Right, I forgot about that. Yeah, you be that guy that has no words. I'll be this guy that has no words. Bye! As you begin to speak, man abruptly turns and leaves.
Oh.
I smell foreigner.
Oh, wait. Arrow's kind of pointing off to the side. Not sure what side. I wish I could fly.
I believe I can hide.
Did you say you believe you can hide?
Well, fly, but I was trying to do an imitation of that. The guy who sang that. I believe I can fly. Kind of sounds like a black Michael McDonald. I got your picture hanging on the wall.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Saying that, I first heard it in the Space Jam movie.
What?
That song, I believe I can play.
Oh yeah, that's where it came from. That's where it yeah, that's what the song previewed for the film.
Nice. That's pretty good time.
Not previewed. I mean, debuted. I'm sorry.
Nice.
Please tell me you've had better luck. No one will talk to you either. I was prepared for hard stares and harsh words, but this is something else. That building there looks like a shop, doesn't it? Let's go and take a look. A merchant wouldn't ignore us, surely.
Not when we've got coin. Money, 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 money. Hello, Wuklamat again. Oh, cutscene. There. Not a talkie.
Hello there. We'd like to ask you something if you don't mind.
No, go away!
I guess I'll be the
Move
merchant.
along, outsider. Oh, sorry. You can be the merchant if you want.
No, you had it.
Okay. Move along, outsiders.
We're just trying to find someone. The Dawn Serpent Selector. Could you tell us where they are?
Try something different on this line, Reed. No, never mind. Let's see, 1 piece of bacon, 2 pieces of bacon. Now go away, I have to count my pubic scales. What? Now then, go away.
How are we supposed to find the Elector if nobody will even speak with us?
Phone call. I love that we've reached out to our actual ears for this. Everyone, can you hear me? Come to the massive stone structure on the west side of the city as quickly as you can. Oh, it's Tia Merlian. She's here. And Kalendra.
Hey.
It's okay, Tia, and it's okay, Kalendra. You truly are the sausage, the worst. Oh shit, this is gonna be a hockey cutscene, I think.
Up there!
Going ahead on its own.
Bested by a mere shade.
Yeah, I'm infested by a mere shade.
What?
That's the voice line I'm at.
Sororcha!
I'm sorry. I forgot to do
Papa?
Oh, so I went
where?
ahead and won, and Wuklamat just said Sororcha Papa. Alright, are you ready for auto advance?
Yep.
Alright. 3, 2, 1.
Wow.
Not as you know him. What you see is an arcane manifestation of the Dawn Servant as he was in his prime.
The heck?
Get in my magic sack. Jug, or whatever that is.
The channeler is Zerelja, Autarch of Mamuk and Elector for the Feet of the Brotherhood.
What?
Yolal's mightiest warrior, yet wisest you are not. You who spurned your retainer's aid when battling your betters.
To prove oneself superior to blessed siblings by surpassing the shade of Bakool Ja Ja himself. That is the final feat. The first promise fought alone and fell short, but that is now the least of his concerns.
You could have let your foolishness end with your failure. But instead, you attempted to harm an anointed elector. Zerelja, as of this moment, you are no longer a claimant. I disqualify you from the right of succession. Be gone from my sight.
Hey, whoa.
Oh, somebody just flunked. Well, he tried to attack one of the electors.
Right, I get that. I'm just like, what could have spurred him?
Frustration, anger, I don't know. Oh, I hurt my teeth.
This isn't over yet. I will be the one to reach the Golden City.
Heal your boy, buddy. You're a spellcaster. Act like it.
When Zerelja was defeated, he tried to take the keystone by force. But he was thwarted by Father Shade.
Oh, there he is.
My dearest child, welcome home. This feat was made for you. Only blessed siblings could hope to defeat Bakool Ja Ja. But ere we begin, I would see the fruits of your triumphs. Come, show me your tablets. What is this? Where are your keystones? Explain yourself, boy! No matter. Not all can be expected to go to plan. What keystones you lack,
Don't tell me.
you can easily take.
So you're advocating
Yeah, really.
for this. Okay.
I tried. But I couldn't. I cannot beat her.
You mean to tell me that you, glory of Mamuk, for whom all here have sacrificed, were defeated by your inferiors? You are as useless as your siblings. A failure. Leave and never return! You have no place here!
Let's go, brother.
Worthless! Pathetic! This was our chance to claim sovereignty, and he ruins it!
Angry noises.
But when these stragglers fail, Bakool Ja Ja will be forced to extend his rule. And in the next rite of succession, we will present a better claimant. So come, stand before me, and fall.
I won't do your trial.
Oh? You intend to forfeit the right?
Papa wants his successor to intimately understand the country he loves. Every step of my journey, I've learned something about our peoples and their cultures. I would do the same here in Mamuk. The Mamulja deserve nothing less, so your battle can wait.
I'm of the same mind. Father named you an elector for a reason. There must be something that he would have us learn. Do as you will. But until you triumph over the shade, you shall proceed no further.
Like my chin sack? I bet he rivets with that thing.
Promise, I would speak with you. Meet me on the western outskirts.
He's dignified. I think that the neck rings denote females, but I don't know.
Well, it does seem to have a female voice actor.
Oh yeah, that's Bakool Ja Ja's mom. I'm gonna look over some chat here. Jareth says all the pieces of bacon pea scales. I said pubic scales, Jesus. Calendar says, ooh, he said my full government name, I'm in trouble. Jareth says, sausage good. Pea scales and private sacks, what a stream. And then in regards to the dad, Calendar says, wow, what a jerk. And Jareth says, can we light the dad on fire? Yes, burn the man.
Okay, I got my overlay back.
Oh, sweet.
But oh gosh, like that was so confusing.
Right?
Okay, so let me see if I can try to explain why I was confused. Okay, so first there's the shade, which by itself would be. But then you're looking at the fact that you've had these people following, you know, along with everybody this whole time, right? And you've kind of I've gotten used to them as, say, being one person or another's helper.
Right.
And so suddenly to realize that one of the helpers is not a helper, it's actually one of the electors. And not only that, but the elector is in cahoots with this whole idea of just running over all the other folks involved in this whole rite. And
then to find out he's a terrible father.
I guess I kind of expected that kind of attitude, considering.
Yeah.
But
and you fucked up once, unless you're banished forever. Yes, that's pretty terrible fathering.
And the thing is, it's like it's clear to me that please remind me the name of the Dawn servant.
Bakool Ja Ja.
Thank you. Surely Bakool Ja Ja would have been aware of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so to me, right now, with the idea that what Lamada said, you know, she doesn't want to do it, and it's been echoed.
Yeah.
I feel like no, this thing here is what needs to be learned, or else why choose that elector?
This will make tons of sense within the next handful of quests.
Okay.
Jareth also says, flaming scalies for the win, and not the fabulous kind of flailing. So all the Mamook are freaking Hollywood gay. Hello!
Oh god.
Okay. Alphino, what you got? The electors we have met thus far have all had their peculiarities, but each we felt would judge claimants equally. This Zareel Jar, however, seems set in his belief that only blessed siblings are worthy of the throne. Why would the Dawn Servant name an openly biased man elector?
Exact question. Worrying over Zareel Jar won't get us anywhere. That lady, on the other hand, was the first person to address us with any civility since we arrived. Excuse me. We should go and meet her. Hear what she has to say. The western outskirts, right?
Back the way we came! Alright. I think I'll take this trip on my bike!
Oh, that's right. I forgot about my bike.
Now I suddenly have the Earthbound bicycle theme stuck in my head. Hello. Okay, who do you want to be the dignified lady?
I'll be dignified, lady.
Okay.
Whoops, let's turn off auto defense. I'm on the
Dawn
first...
Servant, that's his name. Oh, yeah. Okay, done.
I'm on the first line. Ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Alright, let me adjust my volume up a little.
Get into character.
Make sure I'm actually audible. Alright. Oh. Milaja. I'm gonna accidentally put an L on the end of this person's name.
Milaljal Jovovic.
Thank you for coming. My name is Bakool. Here we may talk freely, away from prying eyes. And what was it you wished to talk about?
These nuts? Haha, but seriously.
Tell me, what do you think of Mamook? Well, we don't have much to say yet. No one wants to speak with us. All who remain in this city are devoted to the traditional ways. They believe that blessed siblings are superior, that only they are worthy to lead the peoples of this continent. Most would not deign to address outsiders, deeming them beneath notice. Sounds like an ideal community so far as Bakool Ja Ja is concerned.
Yeah, you raised an asshole.
I am tired. Exhausted by this. This is senseless.
Senselessness.
I'd be tired too, damn.
Yeah.
There are others like me, but we dare not speak our truth aloud. Yet now we have an opportunity to reclaim our agency. For you have bested Bakool Ja Ja. You, a Jabral, inferior by all presumptions, triumph over our two-headed champion.
And the Warrior of Light chimes in, yeah, alone! Hi!
This time, anyway. Next time I might not be so lucky. Bakool Ja Ja is just that strong. I seriously don't understand why he cheats so much. It seems to me he'd do better if he just trusted his own abilities. He's desperate. Other blessed siblings have fallen before. This is known. But no matter how the individual... Whoops, sorry. I have an alarm. Let's dismiss it. Okay. Sorry about that.
Go fuck yourself, alarm!
But no matter how the individual may falter, people still believe in blessed sibling supremacy. Superiority would have worked.
Yeah, either way.
Because of my father. He who united Tural under one rule, who in their eyes stands as testament to the traditions and who in their eyes... I'm so sorry. Let me start over again. Yay! Alright. He who united Tural under one rule, who in their eyes stands as testament to the tradition's infallibility. Regardless of your father's virtuous intent, his greatest triumph has only fanned the flames of our people's obsession. However, as both his daughter and claimant to his legacy, your triumph could prove that Bakool Ja Ja's strength lies not in his birth, but in his character. And in so doing, you may give us the strength to renounce blessed siblings forever.
I'm sorry, I keep mispronouncing my son's name. What is his name? Google Mensch?
I can understand wanting to forsake zealotry, but isn't forsaking two-headed Bakool Ja going a bit far?
About that.
You must decide that for yourself, whether the price we pay is worth an empty dream.
Here's some money now. Thank you for listening to my plight. Have a handful of couch change.
Alright, ready to keep going?
Yeah. I'm in it now.
Alright. Bakool Ja has something to show you. There is a place that will help you understand our plight. It lies far to the west of here. Follow me.
And by far to the west, she means it.
This definitely sounded like bike territory.
Hell yeah. I want to ride my bicycle.
So pretty.
Really is. This is one of my favorite zones in the expansion. Just
like-
because of this Avatar-ass place.
That's exactly what I was thinking to myself.
Yeah.
But I wasn't
So,
good.
Go on. No, go ahead.
The thing is, I didn't want to, like, immediately reference that movie because I felt like it kind of cheapened it a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think so. Hello, book.
Yeah, okay. Is that a meteorite up there?
Aye, and judging by their attachment, that tree must benefit from the meteorite's unique aether. Anyway, we should press on. Bakool Ja was anxious to see whatever it is she has to show us.
Motorbike.
Motorcycle. Apparently, in the aftermath of that movie, Avatar, there was, like, a wave of, like, existential depression because people couldn't live in Pandora. I remember reading, I mean, granted, it could have been just like a clickbaity shit article, but I remember reading an article about it when the movie had been out for like 6 months.
I mean, I will say that I recall when the movie came out and I watched it then, I don't remember what I was doing at the time, right? But it did feel, and people accepted it, at least in the neck of the woods I saw it in, as a wonderful representation of essentially what it was trying to be for that story. A vision of perfect harmony with nature and all that. Heaven, essentially.
Yeah.
You know? And
Agreed.
so, I think at that time, what was going on at that time? What year did that come out?
I want to say 2005? Yeah, hey, Jareth knows Queen's Bicycle Bicycle. That is a great song. Hey man, I don't believe in what is it? Peter Pan, Frankenstein, or Superman? Where's it? Avatar release date. December 8th, 2009. My first guess was going to be 2008. I should have gone with that.
But
Somebody...
Oh, go on.
Go ahead.
I was just saying that it did feel like, at least for the audiences I was around at the time, when I saw it, and then like the aftermath of hearing people talk about it, people really wanted to feel that, to experience that kind of connection. And I know like some people might wonder, why was there never an Avatar 2? I'm gonna be honest with you, I think Avatar 2 would have flopped because of the response to the first.
I mean, it did come out, and I don't know if it flopped or not, but there's a third one on the way, as far as I know.
I know there was a video there, but
I never played it.
But I'll just say, like, if we can't be sure, like, in this moment, if Avatar 2 came out, then it flopped.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody had, I think it was somebody on Tumblr, had an incredible point to make about Avatar. It was that, like, that movie is so forgettable. Like, to the extreme. Most people cannot name any characters beyond the main character, and the rest can only remember the female lead's name.
Yeah.
And nobody remembers what any of the characters are named. Most people barely remember the plot, and it was like this amazing cultural phenomenon that came like a giant and then just disappeared into the wind.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking about the fact, I remember the idea of the plot, like, within a larger semblance of storytelling, But as far as, like, the specifics to how the plot was used in the movie, teeny tiny bits, and I'm not even gonna act like I know that for sure, because my memory is so wonky anyway. Yeah, I feel, I really feel like the way that happened is not as mysterious as it might come off. It was like, why wasn't it another Star Wars where everybody remembers, like, everything about everything and stuff, And I feel that maybe it was just because it was a different feeling that people got from it to begin with.
Yeah.
Something like Star
Also,
Wars is like, it was new and different, and that was probably like the first, not completely new. There had been sci-fi films before, but that was one of the first ones to be taken seriously.
Yeah.
The plot was a bit more unique.
It was a space fantasy. It was a space opera.
Yeah.
I feel like it was probably the first space opera, because earlier than that, it was like all
what about
sci-fi movies were like. What?
What about Space Odyssey?
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know if that counts as a space opera. I think that's more of a straight science fiction film.
Okay.
But prior to that, it feels like most. So I feel like Space Odyssey was filmed after, but they were both in the 70s, so I can't speak to that with any clarity. Most science fiction before Star Wars was mostly like Peter Graves talking in a room, and like the female scientist was always this chesty, worthless person who's just her entire role in the script was to grip on Peter Graves' arm.
Yep.
Like This Island Earth and Them and all that, the Blob.
Mm-hmm. I remember watching a documentary where they were talking about that. Star Wars kind of really made people start taking sci-fi seriously. I mean,
all they needed to do to make sci-fi fun was to add magic.
I mean, why not? I guess if. Oh, now that's getting ready to talk about why is Final Fantasy full of science? Well, but anyway.
Wait, what? Why is because it's a fantasy opera. Okay. Want to get talking to Addie's Hay?
Okay. My easily distracted brain just started drawing parallels. I was like, nope, can't walk down those. We'll be here forever. Okay.
Gareth made a good point. Ice Pirates. Ice Pirates was I've never actually seen it, but I hear it's very good. Like a good cult movie, like Buckaroo Banzai or something. Whenever you're ready.
Sorry, somebody around here is cooking barbecue and I want some. Or they're barbecuing chicken. Something smells like a barbecue-ish thing going on.
Just show up with a plate and hopefully you'll blend in. Oh yeah, I know Jim. Which Jim? We don't have a Jim here. Oh, it was Barry.
Alright, we talked to Alice. A hunting camp like as not? I'd love to talk to Bakool Ja Ja hunters and learn about their ways, except they'd probably ignore me. The others have continued on. Let's catch up to them.
Back on the motorcycle. Michael.
Oh, there. It started raining, so my motorcycle button went somewhere else.
Michael motorcycle. Turn the key and set him free. This is the wrong way. Oh,
Over here? Oh.
now we're going the right way. Bike is short for Bakool.
I remember what you said the other day when we were, wait, we gotta get up there.
Up further north. Further north and hang left.
Oh. Where did you go? I don't have you on my map.
On your map? Really?
Oh wait, I see your
in the
dot.
hobby.
Okay, hold on. There you
I
go.
always keep my map zoomed out as far as I can go. What were you saying? Something about motorcycles?
I was just making a comment how it's similar to what you said the other day when we were trying to follow that guy.
Oh, yeah, when we were like sneaking up on him on a roaring motorcycle.
Yep.
It's like, oh yeah, motorcycles, they're in season. It's their rutting season. Okay. Ready when you are.
Alright. Click.
Clicking.
Is this the place you wanted to show us? It lies just beyond this passage. Entry to these grounds is not permitted even to the devout. Nonetheless, I would reveal our secrets to you. Rest assured I shall take full responsibility. Come, see for yourself the truth of the blessed. I would like...
Let's go.
It's like I technically know how this happened. Is like this like a special mating location? Like what is it?
A little darker than that.
Oh wait,
Oh,
is
this
this
is gonna be a
talking?
doggy.
Okay.
I think it is. I'll let you know when I'm in the first bubble.
Honey Legends, hey!
Honey Legend! I don't think we built motorcycles if they're in season. Maybe we should start.
I shouldn't have looked
Punch
down.
motorcycles. I should have looked down. I also want to mention Jareth. Ice, pirates, space, endless innuendo, sci-fi, larger-than-life shenanigans, and space herpes.
What?
I like most of those things.
Wait, did you mean harpies or herpes? Like,
I don't know. That could have been a misspelling of harpies, or it could have been a misspelling of herpes.
I will, if it's not a misspelling, I will happily erase space herpes and delegate that to another pile.
I mean, let's be real. There would be STDs in space if we
Oh my
got...
gosh, yes. Especially if Captain Kirk had anything to say about it. Anyway.
Hey, you know who had more flings than Captain Kirk? Captain Picard.
Oh, that's true.
Totally not motorcycle season. Okay, I'm ready to go when you are.
Alright, so I am on... I should have looked down.
Same.
Alright, and 3, 2, 1, click.
Click it down.
The stone pier yonder. That is our destination.
To erect it there would have been no small feat.
The work of Yakui hands built long, long
big
ago. Our forebears merely altered the entrance.
Altered? To what end?
It will be quicker to show you.
I wonder
We
what-
have beasts that can carry us below.
This is you know, interesting.
Yep. This is our blessed sibling fuck grounds.
Enter another bird mount. A tradition since Stormblood.
Hell yeah. I mean, I want one. I don't know if they're in the game or not.
I mean, we're riding a bird that is part of a quest. Oh, they're not going to show
a
us
dodo?
flying on it.
Joke. We can come back here anytime and fly on them, though.
Bakool Ja Ja.
The fuck are you doing here?
What? Couldn't wait to laugh at the failure?
You've always come here to cry. Ever since you were little.
Mother!
The third promise seeks to learn about Mamuk. She may be our chance to finally end what we have been powerless to stop. Talk with her. Tell her what we have done.
Fine. Perhaps it's only right that we be the ones to speak of it. Blessed as we are.
Now you calmed your butt down. Thank God. Okay.
Here.
It's beer. It's beer. Aged in casks.
This vessel holds the remains of a two-headed Bakool Ja. An infant.
I'm not shocked yet until you tell me how it died.
We converted the ruins into a cenotaph, so the souls of these children wouldn't return as vengeful spirits. Do you know how blessed siblings are made?
I was assuming the traditional method, but
I've heard that they are born to Hubago and Bunawa parents.
Eco. I love that word.
Such unions between clans were originally arranged to stop infighting. The war against the Shibral was going poorly, and we needed to be united. Then, one day, a child was born, one blessed with two heads and tremendous power. When this child grew old enough to lead our army, we became unstoppable. The Shibral had no answer, and we drove them all the way back to the trees above. That taste of victory awakened our greed. We became obsessed with conceiving more and more of these superior children. No matter the cost.
that was short-sighted, but okay.
Yep.
Of the countless born, most die. Trapped in their ships. Only 1 in 100 survive.
They just keep pulling the lottery.
If we are blessed, it is only because we yet live. Unlike our brothers and sisters, who were sacrificed for the glory of Mamuk.
That's horrible.
Of course it's horrible! It's an atrocity we can never take back. Those children died so that we could live. So we had to succeed, no matter what. To fail would mean it was all for nothing. Nothing. But I did fail. I squandered their sacrifice.
That depends on how you perceive your own life as to how you come to that conclusion. Okay. Which one am I going to pick? I sympathize with your pain, but, or don't use them as an excuse.
In my first playthrough of the story, I picked the top, because I feel like in cases like this, you know, where you can kind of see where a person is coming from, like, you don't condone it, but, you know, it's always good to extend the hand.
Mm-hmm.
But I will go with whatever you choose. I know you really, really don't like this guy.
I really don't. And then, okay, so there's an aspect of this that I get, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But there's another part of my brain that has just a very firm foot on... Okay, so... I'll have to explain it after the cutscene, but I'm trying to find a really short way to say this.
Okay.
There were several parts of my life which were key, like person behind the chair, person in the chair here, me, which were key to me deciding that it's not enough to base your thoughts on your actions in the world and everything on what somebody else tells you various things are or mean. Okay? So right now I see Bakool Ja Ja as he has all of this rage and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But to me, he's angry at the wrong thing. This is not a thing to be mad at himself over, because he's one more. He's another victim. He's just as much of a victim as all the other ones who died.
Mm-hmm.
Him living was chance, but to place his rage and like put it out on everybody else because he was the one that happened to live, because he was told, like, by his dad and presumably the rest of everybody around here, that his job is to, like, make these other deaths worth it. No. You know, I don't sit on that, and I'm like, no, you had the ability to think this through and not act like a victim when you very well know you are trying to turn other people into victims over this very same issue. Pick a side here, you know?
That is a very valid point of view to have, but there is a reason I describe him as a bully.
Oh yeah,
and
he is.
A lot of bullies, their rage that they eject outward usually comes from problems at home.
Oh yeah.
You know, abusive parents, cough cough. And I'm not saying it's okay to, you don't want to just like write them off. It's like, oh, they had a bad life, we'll put up with it. But it does help the context.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it doesn't at all. Like I'm saying, like, this is the context, right? I'm not denying that, and I'm totally involving that within my thought process. Yeah. I'm just of the mind where I feel that as an adult, I mean, granted, I'm like, I'll have to explain why I have such a very hard stance on this later. But my hard stance comes from the thing I have to explain later. I guess all I can say is I sympathize with the knot of confusion that this is and why it has turned into what it has. I feel like the top one is not talking about sympathizing with that. But again, I'm terrible at picking up connotations and verbiage choices in this game. So, so in a way, it's like I sympathize with the situation. I can't sympathize with his pain because of who I am at the chair. I guess it's just one of these walls I hit in my personal life, and I'm just like, well, I get it. Explanations later. But I'm going to go with the second one, because at the end of the day, you still pick how you're going to respond. And
it's a very delicate choice to make.
It is.
Like, it is really hard, because, like, some people grow up not knowing there's another way to be.
Exactly.
And,
it's like they call it, like, shit life syndrome, you know?
Yeah.
And,
it's like, and we can make judgments on them, but those judgments are only being, seen through the lens of our experience.
Right.
So I feel like there's no wrong answer between the two here.
Mm-hmm. I feel like very often there's not a wrong answer, but...
Yeah. You're condemning their actions either way. Just one, you're doing it nicer.
Yeah, because there's a big old butt there. I guess I just don't want use the one with the butt, because I sympathize with something different than what he's presenting.
I see.
I sympathize more with the confusion, not the matter, and the heartache that comes with that. I do not sympathize over the atrocity that he's mad at, because that is not his burden to carry.
Can I get a little real here for a second? Tell kind of a personal story. When I was in junior high, there was this kid that bullied me all the time. It was always during PE class, because we had the same PE class. He was very focused and very, very cruel. Like, it went up to occasional physical assault. And I hated him. I hated him with such a passion that once I was out for dinner with my mom and dad at a Chinese restaurant, and he was in the next booth over. And I spent the entire meal shaking and nearly having a panic attack, because I was afraid he was going to notice us. He didn't. And I hated him so much. And then my first year of high school, I found out that over the summer, he loaded a shotgun and shot himself in the head.
Oh my gosh.
And my first thought wasn't, oh good, that asshole's gone. It was, oh my god. So I think that's where I'm coming from. Like, I kind of want to make sure that, like, obviously there are limits. Kicking a kid in the shins in junior high isn't the same as, existing on the top of a mountain of 1,000 unborn babies. But yeah, so that's probably why I went with the first option.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it more in terms of he's carrying like a...
Weight he doesn't need to?
Yeah, what he's carrying is literally not his weight to carry.
Yeah.
He's as much of a victim as any of the other unborn ones that didn't make it. He's the same as them, and luck is the reason why he's here. And so for other people to place that on his shoulders so that he runs around and lords it over everybody he meets, the fact he's upset because he failed, because he was supposed to be the one who lived, that is an expectation placed on him by other people. They were handed two weights at such a young age that no child should bear. One was the weight of power, and the other was the weight of guilt. And he grew up under those weights. Yeah, and it's just that's not his weight to bear. If anything, there is a level of even there's a level and a certain type of gladness and pride he could even take from that. Not as much and the kind he carries, no, but a different kind to a certain amount. But this guilt over his existence shouldn't belong to him.
I agree.
The fact that he's using that as the impetus to go out and wreak havoc is absolutely wretched to me.
Absolutely.
And so I'm just like, I can't sympathize with his pain, because his pain is, I suck because I'm the one who lived. I'm like, no, that's not your way.
The Harry Potter of the Fetus deletus.
It's like, no, I can't sympathize with that. And it's like, once you get over the fact that you don't suck because you're the one who lived, now you get to move on to the bigger issues. But first you got to get past this first one. So I'm going to say the second. Don't use them as an excuse, because there are many excuses that these ideas cover. Okay. And
I'm going
I'll
to
have to
read chat
explain
real quick.
my thing later.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna read chat before we go on. Jareth says, Hani says, I just want an alpaca, which, hey, you might get one. Jareth says, damn, what a wait, but I think Daddy Do was to blame for all this. And Hani says, right, the society he's in is caustic to begin with.
Yeah.
Which is all kind of what we covered.
Yep. So,
Alright, we're doing option 2.
Alright. Don't use them as an excuse. I'm not saying this as a you suck because you're using an excuse, but they are being an excuse right now to handle so many things.
Yeah.
So number 2 in 3, 2, 1, click.
Click. Don't use them as an excuse.
I'm glad that my eyebrows went a little soft there. Thank God. Okay.
I should never have been born.
Nope, you're not going there.
God, I know how that feels.
You're wrong. You didn't ask to be born as you are, and you are responsible for your siblings' deaths.
Right?
The people obsessed with blessed siblings are. They made their choices, but they don't make yours.
Thank you, game.
Yeah, hey! Speaking wisdom.
Since when do you let others push you around Bakool Ja Ja? What do you want? Say it!
Game went there! Yay! Okay.
I want it to end. I don't want any more to die.
Then you have my word. We'll put a stop to this madness.
Blessed siblings are revered by their supporters as a means to achieve dominance in Taral. If we understand why they harbor such aspirations
apparently
in
just
the
skipped
first
a couple
place,
boxes. Something
we
happened.
would be better equipped to treat with them.
I'm on Indeed. I hope they'll be open
I
to
just
discourse
hope they
when you're
will be
ready. I
open
need
to
to
discourse.
restart or resync.
Oh, where are you at? I'm sorry.
Indeed, I just hope they'll be open to
Take
discourse
me with you.
from Cryo.
Those fanatics treat my words as gospel.
Okay. So I'm on the next line where he says, take me with you. Those fanatics treat my words as gospel.
Okay, hold on. Let me get there. Then I will. Blah 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 blah. Okay, ready when you are.
Alright. In 3, 2, 1, click.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
Ah, no problem.
No. There will be trouble if your father finds out you're still here. Moshutural Zush. There we will gather the people and ask anything the Third Promise wishes to know.
Then take one of my scales. One that blends Ehubico and Bunewa coloring. It'll serve as proof that you have our trust. People will do as you say if you show it to them. I'm sorry for what I've said and done. I don't expect your forgiveness.
You had your reasons. I'm glad I could know them.
It's kind of driving me nuts not knowing him.
Yeah.
Which is to say, you're not a complete alpaca's ass.
You're only 9/10 an ass.
Thanks, Wuklama.
Nice.
Well, maybe it's for the best. Hatred is exhausting, after all.
Sure is. Damn.
Yeah, it is.
Indeed. So let us make the most of our newfound friendship and bring together the people of Mamook. We have much to discover.
Exactly, honey. Yee.
Okay, so this brought up an interesting characterization question for me, or maybe more of a comment. So, you know, they are being created in the old-fashioned way, so to speak. It's just that you have to have two very particular parents to do this with. There aren't a whole lot of people in that town. I'm going to make the assumption that essentially Bakool Ja Ja's mother, hopefully she's not the only one, because that would be outrageously even more terrible, was essentially one of possibly more than one, but possibly just by herself, a freaking broodmare to try to produce more siblings.
See, I always considered it maybe it was the opposite, that the leader became a stud for the rest of the village.
Maybe.
That seems the more like, I don't know, they're both awful. I think they left it tastefully vague.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they do that all over this game.
Yeah,
they do it all over the game.
I think you're probably closer to being right, since you have that experience of, you worked on the phone with SA survivors, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think you probably have a greater knowledge of that kind of stuff than I do.
And not just SA, but even just like general domestic as well. And then I've known a couple, like in my daily life, like more than a couple, but a few, and then weekly for 6 years. It's like you could start to hear it once the despondency sets in, And so with this character, talking with her son and to realize this is her son, and and the dad's over here behaving like a classic narcissist. I'm just like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
So to me, this is an illustration of, to me, this is an illustration of a abused family, essentially, an abusive family dynamic, in the service of a cultural idea that should never have been allowed to roll off the rails in the way it has.
Yeah, absolutely. My mind is immediately brought to things like foot binding or, genital mutilation.
Mm-hmm.
Just all these horrible cultural practices that have and rightfully should, in some cases haven't, been scrubbed from history. It's just sad.
It is.
But one of the things I loved about that conversation, that interaction that we just had with Bakool Ja Ja, is one, the moment that Wuklamot says, "I promise you that I will stop this," and two, first of all, that's kind of the point where I in my first playthrough I went, okay, yeah, now she's ready to be a leader.
Yes.
Because she's made that decision to reach out to somebody who's hurting, despite the fact that he's a notorious asshole who doesn't deserve forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
And doesn't expect it, but the hand extended can be a profound thing. And two, Bakool Ja Ja clearly wants to be better now.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't want to be an asshole. He even apologized, which is insane for someone like him.
And the thing is, I think and I'm going to say this, just because people are people, right? And when we started, we were just comparing Bakool Ja Ja's behavior to like teenagers and children, right? Part of me's like, that was just because his mom was there. And not just because of that, but you know how people sometimes get, it's like they're on their best behavior in front of people that they respect, and then you put them out in the world, and then they just flip over them, like, oh, I'm showing all the worst face, and then you get them around their mom, and all of a sudden they're, actually thinking. She already kind of busted that wide open. You always come here to cry, like, oh, what? So, you know, clearly they have a more normal relationship.
Yeah. Ooh, well, that was heavy.
Yeah.
Would you like to keep going?
Yes. This game pulls out all kinds of incredibly heavy stuff. Incredibly heavy stuff. And they just kind of tastefully tuck it away. You know?
Yeah.
They leave all of the tails hanging out, and they basically just kind of tell you, but they don't spell it out. They just leave it for you to find or look at. It's like if you don't want to look at it, you don't have to look at it. If you want to look at it, it's right there, you know?
Yeah. I think they kind of don't go into exactly how many jars are in the lake and beyond the cenotaph doors. There's a lot.
Yeah.
So many. It's very dark.
Yeah. Generations and generations, and there's not a whole lot of people in this town anyway, so it's like, I don't want to know what kind of bodily damage Bakool Ja Ja's mother has as a result of going through
I think
all
it's
this.
the process, you know, the breeding of blessed siblings started hundreds of years ago.
Oh yeah.
So, like, this is centuries of just consistent, horrible, you know, terrible things going on.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, I have no doubt that, in particular, as far as this current generation, Bakool Ja Ja's mother has relived the trauma of this on the regular.
Alright. Whew. Let's air everything out. Get off the awful shit.
This channel's never quite as much of a vacation as I intended to be. But this is...
One of these days we'll do more runs of Alo Alo Island.
Hang out on the beach. And to be honest with you, like, picking apart stuff like this to me is pretty damn fun, so...
Yeah.
So I guess, in a way, I'm still not actually that far off the mark. But yeah, if anybody thought they were, you know... If anybody got completely turned off by all of our convos, I can't apologize, but... Thank you for hanging around if you are still here.
Agreed. Hani says, right, the society he's in is custom to begin with. And regarding her calling him not a complete alpaca's ass, Hani says, just 9/10 of one. And Jared says, for a moment I thought he was offering a P scale, a pubic scale. You probably shouldn't have made that joke.
I'm gonna talk to Bakool about it.
Okay. As will I.
Hey, boys. Before we rejoin the others, can we talk for a moment? Oh, like we already had one?
Yeah, like, didn't we just...
I really hated him, you know. Bakool Ja Ja. With every fiber of my being. Yeah, you and me both. He tried to ruin Ihana, sabotaged us on the river, kidnapped me from my keystone, and released the most vicious Terrell withdrawal of all time. Anything he could do to cause us pain, he did. Never in a million years would I forgive him. But the moment I understood why he did what he did, the pain he's been carrying this whole time, all my anger just evaporated. Let's see, does his pain justify the actions in your eyes? I know the answer to that's no. I'm gonna say the second.
Okay.
Alright, he still needs to make amends.
Make amends.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
I hear you. Bakool Ja Ja's motives don't absolve him of his crimes. He must answer for them like anyone else. But right now, my duty is to ensure that no one in Mamook feels desperate enough to go to such lengths ever again. Anyway, thanks for listening. Now that I've voiced that, I feel readier for the challenges ahead. Come on, let's head back to the city.
He is tremendously lucky that nobody died to Valagarmanda.
Yeah. Incredibly. I mean, he would have been happy fine with that, regardless.
Yeah. Oh, we can just teleport.
Oh, that's
Here,
right.
I'll take it. I got it! Teleporting noises. Chair that says new favorite joke. Belendra also had to drop stream. She has an audio thing that cranks her anxiety.
Oh, what's the
Sometimes
audio?
she just had to take a break.
Oh, okay.
A lot of it is the music. She doesn't like a whole lot of video game music, and sometimes like certain tracks can get her anxiety moving. So.
Okay.
Hello, Clamat.
There. Bakool Ja Ja's scale represents his faith in us. We won't fail him or his people.
Who's next? Alphino?
Alphino.
Gale of Trust.
Let's see. Alphino is ready to bring the people together. We're going to be talking to a lot of people who don't want to talk to us.
Hell yeah. We haven't a moment to lose. According to Milalja, Moxitural Zuj is an abandoned settlement northwest of the city. It should afford us the privacy we require. We must work quickly, lest the real Ja discover our intentions. Fortunately, Bakool Ja Ja thought to give us additional scales, so we might cover more ground in less time.
Everyone should take one and get going. Use them to gather as many people as you can.
Hold on, I will be right back.
Okay.
Back, sorry about that.
Oh, no problem. Gentlemen, let's retrace our steps. Maybe this time we can convince folks to lend an ear. Alright. Kinda don't know where
we going? I think one of them is the store.
I can't tell any of these buildings apart from each other.
Yeah, no, not in here.
A sprawling city.
Very much so. This way. Maybe
found
come
one.
down. Oh, did you? Where?
I have no clue. I just kind of turned randomly.
Shit. I think I got it. Oh, I found one too, but he's down here.
Hold on.
Where are you?
Yep, that's where I was.
Oh, hello. Nice. Belligerent Bunois, this was you.
Have scales.
Have a scale.
That's scale. If the blessed trusts you, then so will I. So what is that? Oh gosh, what is it that you require of me?
All your money.
Bakool Ja Ja bids us come to Moxitural Zuj. A strange place for an assembly, but very well. I will not refuse he who fights for our dreams.
Later, Bater.
Alright,
That is a good idea.
there's that shop.
I believe it's up here. Yes. Come to my dot. I spin in a circle on my bike.
Found ya.
Yeah. That's the Hubago merchant.
Did I not tell you to move along? I can't be seen talking with the likes of you.
Scales.
Kivu.
A blessed scale in an outsider's hands. What business do you have with me?
Blah 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 blah.
So, Bakool Ja Ja sent you to call an assembly. I'm not sure what to make of this, but I shall go to Moxitural Zuj at once. No, that wasn't actually...
That wasn't the voice I was going for, but I was too gentle with myself.
Alright, let me do some extra adjustments here.
Okay.
Alright.
To the Wook. To the Lamat. To the Hello.
Have you managed to gather some of the good folks? Wonderful. The esteemed Bakool Ja Ja will be pleased. This fellow here will be coming to... I'm not going to do it.
Mashutural Zuj, I think.
Okay, I forgot the X was SH. Okay. Mashutural Zuj as well.
Bye!
Apparently, there's a Najul nursery to the west called Golmagic Grove. Could you go and see who you can talk to there as well? I'll meet you in... Okay, here we go. Mostrel Zouge afterwards. There's just one more person I need to find.
You can do gold magic. Jared says that the P scale is his new favorite joke. Oh hey, they have a totem to Mr. Potato Head.
Huh?
There's just a goofy looking totem back there.
I want to see it, but
Okay.
I don't know where it is. Look.
All hail Potato Man, this one right here. Oh, maybe not, but it's still my first thought. Now he's like, I was built older than you. Now, form of letter T.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up.
I'm just gonna outrun this thing.
God bless technology.
Pretty cheese.
Yeah, those are the bananas.
Alright, go for it.
Want to take this one?
Okay. Leave this place, outsider.
Don't
No.
make me get my gun.
Oh, my apologies, I was unaware. I thank you, blessed scale bearer, for bringing me word of this gathering. I shall away to Mostrel Zouge at once.
Well, he was nice after we gave him incentive. There are an uncomfortable amount of times you have to just, like, swallow the shit people give you in life.
All through life and all through this game.
Yep.
I guess that's one reason why I'm a little bit confused when people say that people all over this game are constantly praising the Warrior of Light. I'm like, are you actually reading what people say to you?
Yeah. Like, their friends are constantly praising the Warrior of Light, but a lot of other people are just like, fuck off.
Yeah, especially if they don't know who they're talking to. Oh, it's just like... And if they do, it's just like... Damn it, get off the bike first. It's like half of the NPC interactions in this game are people shit-talking you.
Tell you what a piece of shit you are.
Yep, and they don't care. And even after they figure out who you are, which is sometimes off the screen, they're not going to change their mind just because of that.
And who's this asshole?
All they know is like it was that guy they don't like, but now they realize that was the wall, and it was like, oh, well now the wall's
man.
weird, you know. Okay, destination.
Glance, 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 glance. Hello, other Vieira lady. And then she said, rectum, damn near herpes. Anyway, what was I saying? I think this is probably a talkie.
Nope.
Oh, it isn't. You're right.
Right. Let me know when you're ready.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm at the first
Okay.
text box.
Where is Bakool?
Up your butt and to the left. Ah, it's the boy brigade.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
You invited the second promise as well. Eh.
Lamati, need I remind you that this rite is a competition? Whatever advantage you're about to share with me, you ought to utilize it to your own benefit. I have barely made headway in communicating with the locals. At this rate, you lead the race to the Golden City. I need your help. To complete the feat. No. Mamuka's a problem I can't solve on my own, and you're the most clever person I know. I want you to hear the people firsthand, so that we might come up with a way to help them. Very well. I am at your disposal.
What a cool dude. He does something in the next handful of quests that just makes me go, God, he's cool.
Everyone, thank you for gathering on such short notice. I am Bakool, third promise of Tuliyolau.
This bitch? That's you.
Oh, promise? I thought you served Bakool Ja Ja.
You deceived us.
Oh, I'm the mighty, right? And you're the mage, or the magic, or whatever.
No, they did not.
Oh, shit! It's the guy!
I've got mommy here. The scales they showed you were mine. I entrusted them to the third promise and her retinue. Why honor these outsiders so? Because Wuklemat has won my trust. Now you will hear her words.
These guys basically the same voice. Make it good, kitten.
Bakool Ja Ja shared with me the truth about blessed siblings, about the price you pay to conceive them.
That shit's whack, yo.
As an outsider to your community, it is not my place to judge you or your culture. Culture is born of the experiences of its people, of their lives and their land. But it breaks my heart to know that yours has brought you all so much suffering. If any here wish to break from the cycle of tragedy that creating blessed siblings demands, I ask that you join us.
Please. I don't want any more of our children to die. You think we want this?
Fuck that up.
We have no choice. Only blessed siblings can liberate us from our suffering. Without them, we have nothing.
That remains to be seen. Speak with the third promise. Share with her your worries and your pain. and together we may find a new way forward.
Huh? Together. If she is trustworthy, then I will speak with her. Good job, dear.
It would be best if you withdrew, my son. Many cannot speak freely in your presence yet.
Fine, I didn't even want to be here anyway. I'll go be counting my pubic scales.
Let's keep an eye out for Zariel Ja. He wouldn't take kindly to this sort of gathering. Once we understand everyone's concerns, we'll be better equipped to help them. Let's make sure they feel heard.
Handsome.
Alright.
Hello, everybody.
Go for that. Alright. I'm glad Koana agreed to help us. He's always been good at solving complicated problems. Me, not so much. But I'll support Mamook's people however I can. By combining our respective strengths, we'll help them discover a new source of hope. I know we will. Alright, Wicklamat again.
Yeah.
Before she hears the people, Wicklamat would like to ensure she is prepared. Alright, accept.
Oh.
Alright, gentlemen, before we start, let's make sure we're remembering our history correctly. The Bakool Ja Ja and Shabral fought for centuries over the land in the upper forest. But due to the infighting, Bakool Ja forces struggled to make significant gains. In order to promote cooperation, the Hokujo and Bonowa clans intermarried, and that's how Blessed Siblings were first conceived. With that in mind, let's talk to the people and learn why they rely on Blessed Siblings. Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna talk to this nearby NPC.
Which one?
Unsure citizen.
Okay. Womp. Go ahead and take him.
Blessed Siblings promise us more than strength. They promise us the sun. This forest is dark and inhospitable. When given the opportunity to live in Tuliolao, most of our people didn't think twice. Still, the prospect of being among so many outsiders was intimidating enough to keep many of us here. Blessed Siblings are meant to deliver us from this accursed forest, to lead us to the fertile land above, where we might make a place for Bakool Ja to abide in peace and plenty. So you desire fertile land, when that's all your own.
Ubigo merchant.
Alright. Alright.
This land was once rich with ore, but the Yakhui did not stop digging until all the veins were spent. The meteorites are only good for so much. Even if we made overtures to traders, we have little to offer. Nothing would make me happier than to have a good life for my family in the place where I was born. But that's impossible.
So, with resources as sparse as they are, you don't have good prospects for trade. Alright, I know I was the grove worker.
No, you were the belligerent Bunawa, but you can take the grove worker if you want.
Oh, okay. As you have noticed, this forest is very dark. Hardly any sunlight makes it through the canopy, so it feels like it's always night. We plow, we fertilize, we irrigate, yet our crops shrivel and die as though cursed. The only one that grows well is Najul, Jatika banana in Tyrol. By living on that, and little else for a few centuries, or try living on that and little else for a few centuries and see how you like it. A forest where nothing grows. It's not hard to imagine why you'd want to leave. Okay.
Belligerent Bunawa! Oh, did you want me to take him?
Yeah.
Okay. Those who have known only open skies and bountiful land cannot comprehend our plight. To thrive, we must take what we lack by force, and for that we need the might of blessed siblings.
There have to be other ways to thrive. Ways that don't require fighting. Alright.
Wookie.
Well, I think I'm starting to understand. Everyone had their own perspective, but all their concerns were about the forest itself. Dark, infertile, cursed. Hearing that, it's little wonder that people here wish they had better land. And who better to get it for them than blessed siblings? It's hard to convince people to stay in a place that can't provide what they need. You'd think the meteorites at least would have value, but apparently not. Hold on. Didn't Aaronville mention something about the meteorites? That the aether they emit makes the plants grow blue. A rather significant physiological effect, I would say. If we were to study these meteorites, we might discover other ways they influence local flora. I noticed a curious anagram of tree and meteorite just south of here. Determining precisely how they interact with one another may yield crucial insights. Everyone, I really appreciate you for sharing your thoughts with us. Thanks to your insights, we have a promising idea already. We just need a moment to investigate it further, so please bear with us. We'll be right back.
Whee! Get onto your bike. Oh, these meteorites must be Swiss. Got holes in them. Like the cheese.
When I was a kid, first hearing about Swiss cheese, I thought that Swiss was somehow referring to the holes themselves, as if, you know, having something have holes like that was called Swiss.
Why does my Swiss Army knife not have holes in it?
I figured like maybe it was used to make holes or other types of cuts and things easier, so it was kind of like the tool to make things Swiss.
Somebody's on a assembly line with a machine gun. Alright, that one's good. Looking on Wukalamad.
Okay. It really is incredible how a tree could support such an enormous boulder. I need to turn the camera to look at it better. The meteorite's etheric emissions are palpable, even from this distance.
Thancred pops in, he's like, I know what it's like to support huge boulders, hey!
Seeing this again makes me feel more confident in sharing a theory of mine. I suspect that only plants with etheric affinity to these meteorites can thrive in this forest.
If so, the gargantuan trees that create the dense canopy would, by necessity, possess the same affinity, as well as the aforementioned Najul tree.
Indeed. I should like to analyze samples of meteorite before drawing any definitive conclusions, however. I carry with me a few devices that will aid in this endeavor, but perhaps you and Gryle could lend your experience works too, as well.
Yeah. I will require your kung fu fighting skills. I'd like to join you. The etheric signature of these meteorites may be crucial in determining what manner of species might fare well here.
Ah! I think I see what you're getting at. If we can prove to them the cursed forest isn't quite so cursed, maybe the people won't feel like blessed siblings are their only solution. So how can I help?
Guess.
Want me to climb the tree and break off a piece of meteorite for you? There are plenty of fragments on the ground already. It should be enough for our purposes if we gather about 5 pieces each.
God, you always jump straight to breaking shit.
Even better if those fragments are gathered from disparate locations. I will collect your pieces once you have them.
And I don't mean pieces as guns. Don't give me a handful of guns. Remember what happened last time.
Yep, they're off in a couple of different directions.
Yeah, let's get into the basin and grab us some pieces. Some Reese's pieces.
We're gonna find E.T. wandering around down here too.
Good. Next one. That movie scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
I didn't know what to make of it.
It was the end, I think, that like the closer to the end where it was like the government comes in, and I only saw it like twice when I was a kid, so I have no memory of it, but like where he's all pale and he's connected to E.T. psychically, and the government's like surrounding them and put them in like a clean room, and they're like dying next to each other.
Yep.
Yeah, it scared the shit out of me. Oh, one of my favorite childhood movies, Inner Space. If you've never seen it, it's great.
I have never seen it.
Has Martin Short and I want to say Dennis Quaid, but I don't remember. It's very 80s. It's about like this dude that gets into like a submersible for a shrinking test. Like they shrink him down, and they were gonna inject him into a rabbit. But the lab gets attacked, and a doctor, before he dies in desperation, injects him into a passing, like, rando.
Huh?
It's funny and awful and great. I love it.
Oh wait, I drove out of the circle.
How dare you? Alright. I will park next to this one, so I can mark it on your map. I wish I remembered where the other one was, but I was talking and Jared says E.T. E.T. phone home.
Alright. Oh, there it is.
I saw it when I was 4 in the theater, and it was terrifying. Yeah, he was kind of some kind of like weird, long-necked poop monster.
Alright, got a bunch of gluey rocks. What do you think?
Place them in my palm.
Or Kawana, I'm sorry.
Get back.
Oh, did you find your fragments?
Oh, I'm not gonna. A softly glowing remnant of an ancient meteor shower.
Much obliged. Alphino, Kryl, and I will combine the gathered samples and conduct an analysis forthwith. Determining the wavelength may take a little while, but I am hopeful that our efforts will bear fruit.
Blah 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 techno bull crap.
And not bananas, okay. I'll tell my sister to await our arrival at Mostrel Zouge, so go and meet her there. We will return with our results as soon as possible.
Oh, Jareth says, Inner Space was amazing, I agree. And Quaid's girlfriend in the movie was preggers and he didn't know it first. Yeah, that's kind of a cool moment in the movie where, like, he's in the little sub and he gets injected into his girlfriend and meets his child face to face in the womb. Kind of sweet.
That would probably freak me out.
Yeah, it's very 2001: A Space Odyssey. You know, it's like the end when he turns into like a space baby fetus. Kind of got that same vibe, but less confusion and more wonder. It's like, oh my god, I'm gonna be a father. Oh, that way. That and anything with Martin Short is pretty good in my eyes. I just love him. Martin Short was Ed Grimley, right?
I have no clue.
Okay. Like, oh, I must say. SNL bit where he had his pants hiked up to his nipples and a weird fin out of his hair.
Oh, good.
Oh, I must say.
These branch bearers rear up on their hind legs and sparkle and jingle or tinkle or something. Like a
Cool.
bell sound.
We're living wind chimes, thank you. That's another cenote? It is.
Alright, look,
They won't let me jump to my death.
we've done all we can. The rest we must leave to Koana and the others. I don't know the first thing about these Charlean devices of his, but if they can be of help to Mamook, I'm glad he has them. There's hope for this forest yet, boys. I can feel it. Now watch Koana come up with that big old switch.
Big old, like a cartoon switch, like Frankenstein thing. He's like, click.
That big old thing that Graha was carrying.
Oh, Jareth confirmed it. Martin Short was Ed Grimley. Sweet.
Hey, look, Lamont.
He took the Brotherhood.
Look, Lamont is determined to find a solution for Mamook. I'm sure Zarilja would have choice words for us if we knew what we were up to. But his people are my people, and I can't ignore their plight. If I'm to call myself Dawn's servant one day, I have to bring an end to all the tragedy here. Many are depending on me, Bakool Ja Ja at least of all. Anyway, I'm sure Koana and the others will be back with their report soon.
Sweet.
I'm just gonna wait.
With the alfalfa hairstyle. Oh my god, I didn't even think about alfalfa. That was another of my favorite childhood movies, the Little Rascals movie. What's this? What's up? Let's hear it for the boys.
Good. Everyone is assembled. In light of our news, I thought it only right to call the others. What's the news?
You're all fucked!
Thanks to the efforts of all, I'm pleased to say our analysis has yielded many valuable insights. And I dare say the prognosis is hopeful.
I'll take it from here.
Earlier we asked about the hopes you place in blessed siblings. Why they are important to you. Your overwhelming response was a frustration towards this forest. From a lack of natural resources to the inability to cultivate crops, in all respects have you ever struggled to build a prosperous home. Thus your understandable desire for new land. However, this would be an unfortunate dismissal of what makes your forest uniquely valuable. That is, the soil. Our tests have proven, without a doubt, that the Jatika heartland is abundantly fertile. This may be surprising to hear, as you have seen crops fail time and time again, but we have discovered the root of this problem as well. The meteorites scattered throughout your forest emit an unusual energy that greatly influences the development of surrounding plant life. Some plants thrive on this energy, like the Najul and giant trees that create the canopy, but others, as you well know, are sickened by it. Fortunately, the solution is simple.
Burn it to the ground. Across the salt, in a place called Charlean, there is a peerless collection of flora sampled from every corner of the world. Now that we know what energies are most prevalent in your forest, we can offer you seeds and starters, guaranteed to thrive here. I took the liberty of contacting a few colleagues via link pearl. Should you desire them, a sample of our best candidates can be shipped here in short order. Just as Eosia acquired the Popoto and Tomato from Tural, so might Mamuk benefit from foreign crops. Also, what about the apple or pear? You mean we'd be able to grow more than Najul here? Precisely. While care must be taken to choose those species that will not have an adverse effect on your ecosystem, your agricultural options should increase markedly.
With the right crops, Mamuk will have all it needs to prosper, both at home and in trade. Blessed siblings don't have to be the answer anymore.
That one's you, I think.
Oh, then there was never any need to fight. Never any need to sacrifice.
We can't change the past, but we can try to make the future better.
That moment someone you hate makes a good point.
Let the old teachings end with us. Wait till Dad shows up. I know blessed siblings represent absolute strength to you. Letting go of that idea can't be easy. But I'll prove that when we work together, our combined strength can achieve anything. Oh, I guess that was okay. Show us.
You're the
promise.
belligerent.
Oh, okay. I'll read it. Show us, promise.
If there's any other way, for our children and our home, we'll no longer suffer in silence. That was a gelding.
Sometimes we have to fight alone, but not this time. Would you say a few words, boys?
Here I sit all broken-hearted.
Let's see. Anything is possible when you work together. Our victory over Valigarmonda is proof of that. Well, that had nothing to do with your guy, so sorry about that. With faithful allies at your side, you can save even the entire star. I don't want to bring myself up right now. Okay, and friends both old and new, you can find the light to banish the darkness. Which is so generic.
Yeah, it is. The first two sound very like, oh, let me name drop my ass. Hey, yeah, we killed Valigarmonda, or hey, we saved the world and all creation.
I guess this is the problem, that we're not exactly public speakers, and we have to come up with like some kind of sloganish thing to say. I guess the first one is the best shot out of all three. You gotta cringe.
They're just standing there. Are they gonna say something? Someone gonna tell a fucking joke?
I wouldn't say the first one.
Okay.
Anything is possible when you work together. The more you know.
Oh my god, I miss those commercials. I just miss public TV in general.
Same. Oh, the Sky Ruin. The great Bakool Ja Ja himself struggled to even seal it. There.
Yeah, we killed it.
We've said what we wanted to say. Now all that's left is to defeat my father's shade and the feet of Brotherhood and clear the way for Mamuk's bright new future.
We'll just have to, knock kings off their thrones.
Do not give us cause to question our faith in you, please. Live up to your words. I will.
Believe it.
After we complete this feat, let's be sure to tell Zerilja the good news about his forest. I'm sure he's as eager as anyone to eat what tasty foods they'll grow here.
Oh, it turns out the only thing that grows here is rutabagas. They don't taste good.
Compassionate even for the likes of him. You continue to eclipse me in every way. Then it is a simple choice. Eh.
Oh boy, he's growing up so well. We're let's say it together.
Okay.
We're going you.
Well, we can't say it.
Yeah,
We're counting
he's
on
done.
you with the bot.
The two heads are talking over each other. No shit, you go first, brother. No, wait, shit.
We're counting on you. Oh, I'm counting on you. I just said it right.
And he just sighs and they go, sorry.
We were trying to do the cute twin thing.
It didn't work very well. Alright, Aaronville, what's up your pipe? Wuklamat's gone ahead to announce her readiness. I never imagined the samples we so feverishly collected for the Exodus would find new purpose here. But if they help these people improve their prospects, all the better. Anyway, we should go and meet our comrades while Zaralja made his own attempt. Where Zaralja made his own attempt. The final feat awaits. Oh my god, we gotta throw down.
Oh, I'm running the wrong way. Hold on.
Well, it's up here somewhere. I don't know where I'm going.
I don't know either.
Go in the general direction of the arrow. Follow the road.
Follow the... Oh, there's no road at all, not to mention a yellow brick one, so never mind.
This bullshit, I was promised yellow bricks. Solo duty!
Oh no! Well, first I gotta get up there.
How do? And I gotta remember how to play Viper. It's been like a week and a half since I actually, or 2 weeks since I actually fought anything.
Give me just a moment. I'm going to run to the restroom. I'll be right back.
Alright, I am going to grab a drink, so I will be back as well.
I should probably grab a drink as well.
Yeah.
Hold on one sec. Alright, everybody.
Yep.
Be right back.
Boy.
Is that better? Not really, because my lapel is... My voice just isn't good enough for this. Okay, talking test lapel. Lapel test.
Bop, bop, bop. Lapel test. Pop, pop, pop. Bell is going crazy.
Alright, now I'm ready.
As am I.
Okay. Ready? Yes, okay.
I am ready.
Someone
Oh shit, were we on for that whole thing? Because Jared says your mic likes you. Mike, sheesh, I can't English.
Well, I turned it back on when I sat back down, but not necessarily when I turned my camera back on. So it was kind of in random orders. But yeah, we were on for when I was doing the lapel test and all that. So.
Lapel test. All right, I'm gonna drop party. See if I can remember how to fucking play Viper.
Get a swig of lip balm.
A swig, huh?
Oh, sorry, it's the wrong word.
Chug, chug, chug.
Okay.
Delicious chapstick.
Someone has gone to fetch the real Ja. He should be here. I can't talk. He should be here soon.
Oh, is that what Clamata you talked to her? Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. Upon proceeding, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time and put out enough chapstick to view these scenes in their entirety. Yes, okay.
Mike was hot in a good way. Alright.
All
Come on,
right.
count us down to go in, because I think there's going to be a talkie. Oh, well, we can just sync when we're in there.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and proceed. Proceed.
Hey. Shoo. It's a balmy night here in Lake Wobegon. Oh, the doom music.
Zerelja, I'm ready for the final feat.
Okay, I'm at the first bubble. Ready when you are.
Me too. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Click.
Okay. Time to throw down.
Grown weary of postponing the inevitable, have you?
Motherfucker,
Something
look
like
at me.
that. You see, I've learned all sorts of things about Mamook and your people.
Is that supposed to impress me?
I now understand why I need to surpass blessed siblings. The cost of producing superior offspring is destroying your people's souls. Look at them, and you'll see this. So I'll defeat my father's shade and prove to you that there's a better path for Mamook.
What drivel! Without the blessed, we are nothing but weaklings! Doomed to fade into obscurity.
Of course you are weak. We all are, each and every one of us. But when we join hands, we gain the strength to overcome any foe, even Vali Yarmanda.
Yeah.
Even Cryo did it.
Enough talk. Prove your mettle against Bakool Ja Ja, the finest warrior ever to have graced Tural.
Kinda did earlier, but okay.
Fine by me. Not even Papa's shade will stop me from upholding his legacy.
I will fight alongside her.
This is it. This is the cool part I was talking about. Hey.
Greetings.
Claimants are not permitted to assist one another. Second promise. But you may observe your sister's pitiable attempt. I see. In that case...
Oh. Well. What?
It seems I'm no longer a claimant.
The fuck?
I am now free to participate, I trust.
Whoa!
Awesome.
What are you scheming? Nothing. I've simply come to realize who is worthy of following in Father's footsteps. Not our brother. Not Bakool Ja Ja. And not me. You have always held the happiness of our people closest to your heart, Lamachi. So I will do everything in my power to ensure you ascend to the throne.
It's always the fluffy killed cat boy.
This is how I shall repay Father for his kindness. This is how I shall serve Tuli Yolal.
Alright.
Hell yeah. Pick your job, honey. Come
I
on.
could always count on you, Kona. Thank you.
It will make no difference. Numbers matter not in the face of true might.
That's great.
Bakool Ja Ja, mightiest of the blessed, arise!
Oh no, he's hot!
Everyone ready?
Aaron Bell's like, fuck this, I'm out of here. What am I gonna do? Quote botanal statistics after at him?
Oh, there he goes.
Get out of here, boy. Saucy bunny boy.
No hard feelings, Papa. I've got a lot of hopes riding on my shoulders. And the only way forward is through you.
Yeah, he kind of set himself up that way. So, yeah.
Hell yeah. Time to throw down. Alright.
Your item level has been synced to 666. Got it. Okay. Hold on, I got it. There. Okay. So, this is gonna be interesting. I'm starting.
Bear witness to our
Yeah, I
resolve.
did it already. Sorry.
I had to get my hair
There
out.
we saw these guys returning.
So long as we stand together, we're unstoppable.
Shit.
I'm targeting all the wrong things.
These play sundered Baligarbanda scales. Blades of fire rain.
Alright, I need to redo my configuration with this is over.
Oh no.
Take that! What a chore. Ever hungry for battle. Go forth. Oh, barren bastard. How is this?
I need to figure out how to... Not a good time to forget how my killer works.
Some manner of paralyzing effect. Defend the afflicted.
We must free them! Target the constricting flames!
None can outrun my flames. Not enough. But together, we shall triumph.
Fucking fast the Viper combo system is.
You're not alone.
Ow. Please save him.
boss. Walked to the wrong place at the wrong time.
We'll get through this.
I have your back. I shall assist thee.
You're not alone.
I know not who you are. Are you blood to nothing?
Surely this will quench your thirst for battle.
Oh, cutscene.
Oh, did you finish him, or is he doing it?
He's doing his fire move.
My crimson wrath be sundered.
Here we go with the word sundering again. Sword looks familiar.
Everyone, get behind me! I've got a bad feeling about this.
Will you have the strength to stand up to this?
Alright, I'm finished. Oof.
I will be the next Dawn servant! I will protect my people!
Alright, auto advance is off. I am at the first bubble.
Is that the best you can do?
Impressive! But I'm not finished yet!
Thanks for the cheerleading, Gareth, by the way.
We will see Namachi become Dawn servant! Fortuneyola!
Almost done. There we go.
Got this. Nice. Let me know when you're ready
That's
to
my old man for you.
Completed the first line. That's my old man for you.
Yep. I'm there.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, tick.
Hell yeah. That was a hell of a fight.
It was. I didn't even have to go in an easier mode.
He kicked his ass. Ah, tantrum!
I refuse to accept this.
But of course! That's the whole reason for you being in this position. Oh, okay, I forgot. Okay, so I refuse to accept this. Are you ready for auto advance?
Oh, shit,
Oh, sorry, I'm just gonna go ahead and do auto advance, and I'm so sorry.
Well, no, wait until the mystery guest shows up and Alpha Node says what he says. And then I'll join you.
Okay.
Ain't that a bit stubborn? Even for you.
Oh, wait. Okay, so I have mystery statement. Ain't that a bit stubborn even for you?
Okay. He'll walk up, and then Alphino will say a voice line, and that's where I am.
Okay. Ka! Is this the thought litterer?
Maybe.
It couldn't be.
Looks suspiciously like, frick.
Like the guy who accompanied Bakool Ja Ja?
Well, no, I'm thinking back previous expansions. He looks weirdly like, damn it, his name. Guy who hates Sid. Can't think of his name right now.
Can you tell me some identifiers about him? I can probably maybe
He
remember.
palled around, for, Omega and Big Hammer. Where's Red?
Palled around from. Oh, Nero.
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta see that.
Yeah. Okay, so Alphino says, Rogan, it couldn't be.
Yeah.
Do you want to go from there?
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay. Sorry about that. And
No problem.
3, 2, 1, click.
Act like I didn't just do it in the previous cutscene.
Tanqua! It's been too long!
Huh?
What's up, Unky?
It has indeed. You're looking more imposing since last I saw you, Wuklamat.
You know this person?
Tanqua?
My Turali moniker. Bakool Ja Ja insisted I take one, saying my birth name was too cumbersome for the local tongues.
Oh, was it?
That birth
Don't know.
name being Ketenram, I presume.
No!
What?
Ketenram's that legendary Eorzean sailor! The one with the pickled cabbage!
We can talk about me cabbage later.
If you take me meaning.
Zarelja, whether you like it or no, these young'uns accomplished the feat. To deny Wuklamat her reward would be to betray the Dawn Servant's trust.
And what should she be rewarded for? Calling upon her minions to carry her to victory!
Just shit on Zaralja for not asking for help.
Kinda want to do the second, but the first one is more, shit. Okay, we're not. I'm gonna do the first one. I really want to say the second one, but
Okay. I did the second one on my first run through.
all right, we're not minions. We're Wuklamat's friends and comrades. Click.
We're not minions, we're Wuklamat's friends and comrades.
Comrades! You believe a ruler should be reliant upon such?
Not necessarily.
Yes!
Together we can achieve anything. You needn't place your faith in the promise of blessed siblings.
How would you have us reclaim our glory?
With friendship and community. With us.
If you mean to rule, you should be more sparing with your offers of clemency. Especially to a man who has sacrificed countless young lives.
Enough of this BS. Let's change it.
Oh,
Nevertheless,
sack up, lizard.
I will fulfill my charge as Elector. In recognition of your feat, I bestow upon you a keystone.
Now fix your iPad. This one. I know everybody's calling them candies. I can't help but think about them as like we're fixing iPads, sticking the button in the bottom.
All 7 iPads are functional.
Congratulations are nearly in order, I suppose. I'm confident that you will find the Golden City in no time. You've grown much, and more during this journey. Become someone ready to lead our nation. Little Lamachi no longer. As your brother, I couldn't be more proud.
We so fucking cool!
I want to be Guana when I grow up.
Thank you.
Me too.
It's an awkward smile, just like Graha.
That is. Exactly, he's being more
I must
himself.
express my gratitude for your cooperation. And my regret for failing to live up to expectations.
Oh,
So
hush.
proud of you, son.
Nonsense. If you believe Wuk-Lamat is the woman for the job, then you have our wholehearted support.
I mean, we're getting paid, right?
One last thing. I wish to speak to you both from the heart. Unpracticed as I am, this may sound hackneyed, but
Spit it.
Thanks, dads.
Spit it.
Say it.
I am truly grateful to have met you.
Words spoken with such feeling would resonate with any fortunate enough to hear them.
No wonder y'all hang out so much.
Though our journey together hath ended, ever shall we cherish the memories.
Knowing chuckle in unison. Y'all might as well be twins.
And should you require further esoteric musings or biting witticisms, don't hesitate to call. I dare say we'll come flocking.
We raised 3 good kids.
But I get ahead of myself. As I recall, our contract remains in effect until we've escorted the second promise back to the capital.
I leave my sister in your capable hands. See that she returns home safely.
You've still miles to go yet, Wuk-Lamat. The ride ain't over till you find the City of Gold.
I know. But if I can come this far, I can go all the way.
Go all the way. It's really gotta sting Zuriel, John. It's just like watching everyone be happy. Yay, we did it. Chat. Go boy go. That was in reference to Kona shooting the thingy. Go get him, gang! You guys kicked his ass. He's so regarding Ket and Rom, he's so prettier in color. He scales cabbage and sacks such a dang good stream. 2, I don't know what that's about. Yeah, friendship is magic. Duh. Get over yourself and let's move on and collect more battle cards. I need my blue eyes white dragon. Though the blue-haired cat boy is a good choice too. I think that's a reference to Romus, in which case, thank you. And then Jared says, "What was that? A smile?"
I got
Right.
it.
Come either of me, Martin.
Hold on 1 second. I need to check a setting here. Okay, so it's this plus that. Alright. Alright, ready?
I am ready.
And great. Let's go and tell the people of our victory.
He just stares at Surreal Joe while she walks by. Our victory over Chungus here.
Oh. Okay.
Shit, yeah. That is you. I think Milal Ja Ja, or Milalja is you.
Yep. Third promise. You brought everyone? We were just coming to you. We did it, Milal Ja. We proved to the Ozark that not even my father's full power could overcome the strength of our fellowship.
Oh, it was dope. You should have been there.
I knew you would. I was right to trust you. Who's my...
Oh, yeah, that's me. That's me. You fulfilled your promise. Now, it's our turn.
You've shown us another way. That we can build the lives we've always wanted. Here in our homeland without sacrifice.
Since our new crops will come from across the salt, I suppose we'll have to treat with outsiders. As equals, of course.
Inside or outside, we're all just people. No matter what we look like or where we're born.
Cool, huh?
When you're not used to all the color and variety, differences can feel like obstacles. But by learning more about what makes us different, we can also find common ground in places we never expected. Something new may become of something you love. Or something new may become something you love, sorry. And someone you once hated might one day become your friend. You'll never know unless you keep an open mind. And while it may feel scary, taking that first step toward understanding is always worth it.
That when it isn't. So proud. That's my girl out there. Of course. Learning about outsiders may well help Mamuk grow. But what happens when they learn about us? About what we've done? Oh, who wants to be Surreal Ja? The dad. No, you're the mom, I'll be the dad.
Okay.
They will not. G.I. Joe. For generations our covenant has been kept secret, and so it shall remain. The atrocities committed here were facilitated by the autarchs. We, and no one else, are responsible. For my deeds I am prepared to forfeit my life, but I will not suffer others to be damned alongside me.
No one's being damned. And your life isn't forfeit.
That has big, shut up, Bakool Ja Ja energy.
The last thing this city needs is more death. Bakool Ja Ja hasn't fought this hard for this long only to lose his father. Oh, sorry. If you truly feel responsible, be the first person to extend understanding to others on behalf of Mamuk. Your community is waiting for you, here and in Tulioa. We can still make things right, my love. Choose a different side of history. Don't be on the wrong side of it anymore. Thank you, Third Promise. Thank you for everything.
Meow.
You still owe me an explanation about that cabbage, you know? Just grin. The people of Mamook have accepted you. Merchants and vendors are now available for use.
Huzzah!
Okay. I'm exhausted.
So am I.
Oh. Thank
The hell
you.
of a stream.
Oh, it was. Thank you so much for being willing to come out for this random ass stream. And
Yeah.
anybody who survived from the beginning to now, thank you for putting up with the random ass commentary all through this, especially at the beginning where everything got full of hot takes like we kind of end up doing half the time. If you like the stream, please send a like. And by the way, we are still working on a sub goal. The sub goal is going to continue all the way to the end of August. So trying to get maybe 9 more people to get to 140. Giving it a lot of time. I'm not actually sure if I can pull it off, but hey, if it's something I want to see, I'm also make a sub goal.
I think you can make it.
So, I'm gonna go ahead and just cut out, because I'm tired, I don't know what to say. Y'all, please take care. The next time we'll be doing Final Fantasy is Sunday. So we will see you Sunday.
And I will be here tomorrow for your Detroit Become Human.
Aw, man! The frickin' game. All I want to see is Connor. I don't care about the rest of that frickin' game.
Durgus Become Hamburgus.
I mean, if the whole game was just Connor, Android Detective, I'd be happy.
That actually sounds pretty badass. Oh my god, if you haven't, I'll just take this one little tangent. If you haven't seen it or read it, Penny Arcade made a comic several years ago called Automata. And it's about robots, or it's kind of like Blade Runner, but in the 1920s. It's like a noir detective thing where the guy has a partner that's a robot. It's very, very good. Somebody made like a mini series out of it, and it's free to watch, and it's fantastic.
Nice. Can you send me a link?
Yeah, find it.
But yeah, at this rate, I'm like, this whole story could have been told through Connor's eyes. It would have been million times better.
Agreed.
Just leave these other 2 people out of it. Get rid of all the weird preachiness about those 2. Connor's the only one you need. Add more details and about what he finds about folks. You'd have been said.
Hell yeah.
Gosh. But I'm gonna go. I need sleep. Everybody take care, okay?
Take care, everybody.
Thank you.